Hi, this is the history theme in the World History for class 11. SP Singh, Faculty of History from Puran Chand Vidya Niketan, Kanpur. This is the chapter first, from the beginning of the time. This is the beginning of human existence, and it was 5.6 million years ago that the first human-like creature appeared on the earth. Human beings resembling us referred to as originated about 1,60,000 years ago, and during this long period of human history, people obtained food by either scavenging or hunting and gathering plants. The story of human evolution, there are a number of skulls belongs to different human kinds. The first one is of ape, the Australopithecus. Now the difference between hominids and hominids. The hominids, like they are immersed in the subgroup among primates and called the hominids, and they are basically immersed in Asia and Africa. Hominids, the first is the group of African apes that are most closely related to hominids. Second, the earliest hominid fossils, which belong to the genus Australopithecus, have been found in the East Africa and date back to about 5.6 million years ago. Hominid belongs to a family known as Hominidae. The discovery of Australopithecus in the Olduvai Gorge, 17 July 1959. The Olduvai Gorge was first discovered in the early 20th century by a German butterfly collector, and Olduvai has come to be identified with Mary and Louis Leakey, who worked here for over 40 years. So it was Mary Leakey who directed archaeological excavations at Olduvai and Latio, and she made some of the most excellent. This is the positive feedback mechanism. Here can be find out or can be point out how the tool making help the increase in the size and capacity of brain, and how the increase in the size and capacity of brain help in the tool making. So all are interdependent on each other. Here you can have a look. These are the countries or the areas from the first Australopithecus or the first human existence have been found. So early humans way to obtain food. There are a number of ways, and the early humans would have obtained food through a number of ways, such as gathering, hunting, scavenging, and fishing. So gathering would involve collecting plant food such as seeds, nuts, berries, fruits, and here you have a look how they live in the open air sites, from trees to cave and open air sites. Here is a picture. You can see the it. So early humans making tools. To start with, it is useful to remember that the use of tools making are not confined to humans' hygiene and social encounters. And while foraging for some food, some chimpanzee use tools that they have made. The earliest evidence for the making and use of a stone tool come from sites in Ethiopia and Kenya. It is likely that the earliest stone tools makers were Australopithecus. So here are the process of making a tool. The top of a large pebble is removed using a hammer stone. This produces a flat surface called the sticking platform, and this is then stuck using a hammer and a punch made of a bone or antler, and this leads to the production of blades that can be used as a knife. So an example of engraving on bone. Have a look. Communications, language and art. Cave painting at Altamira. The Altamira is a cave site in Spain, and the painting on the ceiling of the cave were first brought to the attention of Marcelino Sanz de Soltera, a local landowner and an amateur archaeologist, by his daughter Maria in November 1879. He published a booklet the following year, but for almost 2 decades his findings were dismissed by European archaeologists on the ground that these were too good to be ancient. Early encounters with the hunter-gatherers in Africa. The member of one African pastoral group about its initial contact in 1870 with the Kung San, a hunter-gatherer society living in the Kalahari Desert. When we first came into this area, all we saw were strange footprints in the sand. We wondered what kind of people these were. We found what kind of people these were. Hunter-gatherer societies from the present to the past. As our knowledge of present-day hunter-gatherers increased through the studies by anthropologists. Anthropology is a branch from where we have a look or a study on the past humans. A question that begins to be posed was whether the information about living hunters and gatherers could be used to understand past society. There are two opposing views on this issue. So on one side are scholars who have directly applied specific data from present-day hunter-gatherer societies to interpret the archaeological remains of the past. Dialogue from several millions year, humans lived by hunting wild animals and gathering wild plants. So then between 10,000 and 4,500 years ago, people in different parts of the world learned to domesticate certain plants and animals. The last ice age came to an end about 13,000 years ago with that warmer, wetter conditions prevailed. About 5,000 years ago, even larger concentration of people began to live together in the city. So earliest evidence of burial is 3 lakh years ago, extinction of Homo erectus 2 lakh years ago. Homo erectus are the people or the person or the humans who are known to be standing man. Extinction of Neanderthals 35,000, development of voice box 2 lakh years ago, and invention of the swing needles 21,000. So concluding, since the time immemorial, humans have been searching for the early humans and has been successful too. All these research has increased the knowledge of the human about their own past, but the search of human is still continuing. Thank you and